You're listening to the audio production of The Storm Inside by Sheila Walsh, published by Thomas Nelson and read by Julie Lyles Carr.
Introduction. Christianity is a battle, not a dream. Wendell Phillips. I spend much of my life traveling. I know airports better than museums, and the backstage of an arena better than a park or the ocean. This is my life. I write books, and I speak, mostly to women who live around the world, from Los Angeles to New York, from London to Kiev, from Toronto to Sydney. And I love it. What I don't love is packing. My dog Belle is deeply offended by my lifestyle. She dreads the moment when I drag my suitcase out of the closet. She understands very well what it means and takes it personally. She walks to the corner of the bedroom and sits with her face to the wall, her back to me, an official shunning. So when an invitation comes that requires no packing or travel, I consider it a gift to the mental health of my entire household. In the spring of 2012, I received an invitation to speak to a large group of ministry wives, the heads of women's ministries and the spouses of pastors and leaders. They gather once a year to receive encouragement from those who understand the strains particular to ministry. For a few precious days, they enjoy worshiping together, learning from each other, sharing war stories, and taking time to receive rather than continuously give. And believe me, directing a women's ministry or being the wife of a pastor or a worship leader has some very challenging moments. The music was too loud. Why doesn't your husband ever do visitation? Our old pastor did. Bring back the good old hymns. I don't like that translation of the Bible. What happened to the choir? Why does she always get the solo? It was a beautiful, crisp, clear morning, and I stopped for coffee on my drive to the hotel where the event was being held. I think the name of the coffee shop, Global Peace Factory, attracted me as much as the promise of caffeine. I thought of the women I would speak to in just a short while and wondered if Christ's promised gift of peace was tangible to them today, or if they were facing such devastating storms that peace felt like a distant dream. I arrived a few minutes before the morning general session came to a close and slipped into the back of the hotel ballroom. Let me tell you, these ministry leaders knew how to worship. I stood in the dark and drank in the power and truth of words I have loved my whole life. How great thou art, how great thou art. The girl responsible for making sure I got to the right place at the right time, a task not for the faint of heart, tapped me on the shoulder, indicating the time had come for us to go. I had about 20 minutes to set up and do a microphone check before the doors officially opened and the women arrived for my session. In front of the podium, someone had placed a large cross, which, it turned out,
Sample complete. Ready to continue?